Happy morning, children. Once again, I welcome you all for this online class. And today we are moving into part 3 of Geography Lesson 1. And the title of our lesson is Resources. And in the last class, we studied about metallic resources such as iron, copper, gold, bauxite, silver, manganese, etc. Today we are going to study about non-metallic resources. So what are non-metallic resources? So whatever we studied in the last class about metallic resources, they are exactly opposite to them. For example, metallic resources are hard substances. Non-metallic resources are soft substances. They are not hard. Metallic substances are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metallic resources are bad conductors of heat and electricity. So, heat and electricity never passes through them. They cannot able to pass through them. So, these are called non-metallic resources. Examples of non-metallic resources are mica, limestone, gypsum, dolomite, phosphate, etc. So let's study about some of these non-metallic resources. Mica. So what is mica? It is one of the important non-metallic resources which is found under the ground. Okay. So the important ores of mica are muscovite and biotite. So these are the two common ore of mica. So mica is a shiny, glittering non-metal which is attached to rocks in the form of rocks and they were embedded under the ground. So these micas were used in the electrical and electronic industry. Since they are bad conductors, so wherever they want to resist the flow of electricity, they use mica. Okay, and also mica, when they make it into powder, in the powder form, it is used for making lubricating oil and decorative wallpapers. So, what is lubrication? See, lubrication means whenever two metals come into contact, it creates friction. Okay, it collide with each other. So what happen when two substances come into contact? They start to break, they corrode. Okay, so in order to stop corrosion, in order to stop breakage, they use some type of oils so that these oils will loosen the friction. They will loosen the friction. So they are called lubricating oils. So powdered mica is used for making lubricating oils and decorative wallpapers. See, whenever you look at the wallpapers for decoration, they are shiny in nature, isn't it? So do you know why they are shiny? Because of the presence of mica inside them. Okay, so China is the world's largest producer of mica, and also Russia, Finland, US, Turkey, and Korea play major role in the production of mica. So regarding India, 95% of mica is found in Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Jharkhand. Okay, now let's move on to the next non-metallic resource, that is limestone. So limestone is a sedimentary rock. What is meant by sedimentary rock? you could have studied in sixth standard in science. Sedimentary rock means what? So whenever the river water or sea water, when they move along, okay, they move away the rocks, they carry rocks with them, isn't it? So large pieces of rock, when they move along with the river water, slowly they roll, and slowly they became soft sand, isn't it? So these soft sand, they were uh, pushed along the river banks, pushed along the river bank, and slowly they get deposited, slowly they get deposited, and slowly they became hard, they become small, uh, they became hard substance, and finally they became a type of rock. So these types of rocks are called sedimentary rock, that is the sand which is deposited by river water uh, at the banks of river, they slowly get hard nature and finally they became rock, they are called sedimentary rock. Okay, so limestone is a type of sedimentary rock, that is something which is found in river water or sea water. They were rolled by the water into small pieces, and finally they deposited at the banks, and slowly they became rock. Okay, so regarding limestone, it is a sedimentary rock, that is they found only in were they were created because of the river water. Okay, so these limestones are composed of the skeletal fragments of marine organisms such as coral, foraminifera, and mollusks. Okay, coral you all know, isn't it? They are found under the sea. In Tamil we call them pavala paregal. Okay, and these foraminifera and mollusks are some types of uh, oysters. Okay, that is shelled organisms. So in sea we have many shelled organisms, isn't it? Uh, when you go to the seashore, okay, you can see many shells in the banks of river. Can you see them? Shells, isn't it? So you know these shells, okay, these shells were the outer body of mollusks and foraminifera. So they are part of their body. So what happened, these shells, these shells, they roll in the water and they became small pieces, they were broken into small pieces, and they get settled in the banks of river or in the banks of sea, and slowly they became a rock like substance, that is what we call limestone. In Tamil we call it as sunnambu kal. Okay, so the limestones are formed in this way, and about 10% of sedimentary rocks are limestones. So the rocks which are deposited by river water or sea water on the banks, they are limestones. Okay, and these limestones were crushed, they were powdered and used in the construction, constructing building purposes. Okay, so limestone is also used for facing stones. Facing stone means see, we make walls and all, isn't it? So in walls we paste stones, so it is used as plaster, it is used as plaster to stick the stones on the walls, and also flooring styles. Okay, in the ground we place tiles, isn't it? So to floor the tiles they were used. And also stair treads, that is, in staircases we tread on the stairs, isn't it? So for the purpose of treading on the treads, these limestones were used as plasters. Window sills. You know what is window sills? In glass windows, we use limestones to stick the glasses. In order to stick the glasses on the windows, these limestones were used. Okay, and also crushed limestones are used in smelting and other metal refining process. What is smelting? That is, smelting is a process of heating the metals and making them in molten state. That is called smelting. So limestone is also used in smelting metals and other refining process. And a special type of cement which is named Portland cement is made of limestone. So China produces more than half of limestone in the world. So more than half of the reserves of the whole world of limestone is uh, is in China. And besides China, US, India, Russia, Brazil, Japan also produces limestone. And in India, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, these are the states that produce over three-fourths of total limestones of our country. So, uh, three portions among four of our total India's limestone production came from these states. And in Tamil Nadu, in Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Ariyalur, Salem, Coimbatore, and Madurai districts, we have large reserves of limestone. Okay, let's move on to the next non-metallic resource. Okay, next type we are moving on to fossil fuel. Okay, fossil fuel. So, what is fossil? So, anything which is deposited under the ground for thousands and hundreds of years, we call them fossil. Anything which is deposited under the earth and get uh, they get stick to the rocks under the ground. In Tamil we call them parai padivangal. Okay, fuel. What is meant by fuel? So anything which is used to create heat or energy, we call them fuel. Which is used for something which is used for uh, creating energy or creating heat energy, we call them fuel. In Tamil we call them eriporul. So fossil fuel means in Tamil we call them பாறை படிவ எரிபொருட்கள். Okay, so how are these fossil fuels formed? Okay, so these fossil fuels were formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. So when the remains of dead plants and animals, they during the process of hundreds and thousands of years, they get inside the um, earth and they get stuck into the rocks under the earth, and they have some chemical reaction, and finally they form fuel, fossil fuel. Okay, and when these fossil fuel, when they were burnt, when they were heated, they release great amount of heat energy. So examples of fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Let's study about coal. Okay, how coal is formed? It is formed when dead plant and animals are converted into peat. Okay, so when dead plants are buried inside the earth, and during 100 and 1000 years they went through some chemical reactions and finally coals were formed. Okay, so what are the uses of coals? They were used in the used as a fuel in the iron and steel. So in order to heat iron and steel, in order to smelt iron, to make them into a molten condition, they use coal for heating them. And even in steam engine, to generate electricity, they use coal. So when they heat coal, it releases hot air, that we call that as steam. Okay, so this hot air is used in generating electricity. So the electricity produced from coal, we call them thermal energy. Thermal is a um, thermal is a word which is used to represent heat. So when electricity produced from coal, we call it thermal energy. So coal is classified, divided into four types. One is anthracite, bituminous, lignite, and peat. Okay, so anthracite is the advanced form of. It is the highest form of coal. Okay, it is the costliest coal. So the carbon contents in anthracite is very high. Bituminous is moderate, not too costly like anthracite and not too cheap. They are moderate. Carbon quantity is moderately present in this type of coal. Lignite is the cheap. They are brown in color. These type of coal are brown in color, and the carbon content in this coal is very less, and they are cheap, very cheap lignite. Peat. Actually, this type of peat is actually not a full form of coal. Okay, so when plant life is not completely decomposed, we call them peat. Okay, so when peat is taken and collected, and they when they get some process of heating, then only they were converted into coal. So peat is the cheapest and final uh, lowest form of coal. Okay, so the here also China is the largest producer of coal. So we studied about mica and limestone, isn't it? There also China is the largest producer. Here also, in regarding coal also, China is the largest producer. So other than China, India, USA, Australia, Indonesia, Russia, they also produce more coal. Okay, regarding India, in West Bengal, Raniganj is a place where they produce coal. In Tamil Nadu, Neyveli, they make coal. Okay, next let's move on to the uh, petroleum. Okay, so what is petroleum? It is found between the layers of rocks and is drilled from oil field located in offshore and coastal areas. So like coal, petroleum is also a deposit of living organisms which were buried under the ground for hundreds and thousands of years, and they went through some decomposition process, and finally they react with the water inside the earth, and finally they were converted into crude oil. So the crude oil were taken from under the ground, and they were processed to become petroleum products. Okay, so the petroleum were found in two areas. They were found under the sea and also under the land. Okay, uh, in both places they were found under the sea also and also under land. Okay, so these crude oil, petroleum oil were taken below the ground, and they were processed They were processed to make diesel, petrol, kerosene, wax, plastics, and lubricants. So, all these materials were taken from the crude oil. They were the products of crude oil. Okay, and petroleum is called black gold. Okay, because it is very much valuable like gold. How in metals gold is the most valuable, likewise petroleum is the most valuable fossil fuel. And some of the countries producing petroleum is Saudi, Iran, Iraq, and Qatar. And the other countries which produces petroleum products are USA, Russia, Kuwait, UAE, and Algeria. Okay, so in India, in Assam, Digboy is a place where they produce petroleum. And other than Digboy, Mumbai, and deltas of Krishna and Godavari rivers also petroleum is extracted. Okay, now let's move on to the final non-metallic resource, that is natural gas. So natural gas is found with the petroleum deposits and they are released when crude oil is brought to the surface. So it can be used for domestic and industrial fuel. So natural gas is found along with coal and petroleum. When they collect coal and petroleum, when they take out from under the ground coal and petroleum, the gases which come along with uh, these fuels are called natural gas. Okay, even today we have some dispute about this methane, isn't it? In delta regions we have some disputes about this methane gas, isn't it? So these are the methane gas is a natural gas which is found under the ground. Okay, so they can be used for domestic also and also for industrial purpose. Domestic means, so natural gases are used in our houses also. We use LPG gas, isn't it? So what is that gas for cooking purpose? They are from these natural gas. And nowadays cars, auto rickshaws, they run in gas, isn't it? CNG gases, they come from the natural gases. They are for domestic purpose and also for industrial purpose also. They use these type of natural gases. Okay, uh, so natural gases are found more than 50% in United States of America, Russia, Iran, and Qatar. So 50% of total world's reserves of natural gas are found in these countries. And in India, natural gases are taken from the Kaveri Delta region, Krishna and Godavari regions. Assam, Gujarat, and some areas offshore in Mumbai have natural gas resources. So that ends our lesson.